It's showtime.
Welcome into the SEC Pub.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's the SEC Pub. I'm Dale. We got Coach Lee in the house tonight. What's going on, Coach?
What's the damn deal, Dale?
All right, and coming in hot, the Ohio State fan himself, Jake, in the building. What's up, Jake?
What's happening, fellas? Excited to talk some college football with you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, we got a good show. We've got some matchups we're going to discuss for sure. Chili Will in the building, the Florida fan. What's up?
How we doing, fellas?
All right. So let's start this thing off. All right. The portal is going to be changing. That is right. There will be a single window for the portal. So the transfer portal is going to move to a 10-day window set for January 2nd through the 11th on 2026. Of course, it's got to be approved by the committee who's going to meet on October 1st, but it's going to replace the current system, which has a two window system, 20 days in December and 10 in April. The aim is to reduce the chaos during the season, minimize roster turnover, and allow teams to finish bowl games and playoffs with the full roster. We did see a lot of that. People just didn't participate in the bowl game because they were transferring to a different school. So the entire month of December would also become a recruiting dead period, limiting coaches' contacts with recruits on and off campus. Coaches, including the American Football Coaches Association, unanimously supported this shift, citing better focus on the season and roster stability. However, there are some like Ryan Day who oppose it, arguing it disadvantages teams in the college football playoff as the window overlaps with that time, and it makes it more difficult to put together a roster for next season while focusing on the playoffs. So they're still going to have exceptions for coaching changes, or that's going to allow like a 30-day window for them, or 5-day window respectively. So it's still going to be some wiggle room for those championships kind of teams. Coach, do you think this will help, I guess, competitive balance, as you got the disadvantaged teams in the playoffs? Now maybe you got some new teams coming in next year because of this disadvantage.
Yes, because there's going to be some talent that's going to get some guys they probably wouldn't have gotten with the different dates that they had originally. And also from the aspect of, even though it's kind of indirectly doesn't affect signing day, I think to an extent it does, because those are verbal commitments. If they get a guy that they think, hey, I can get this guy who's a 2-year starter at this other Division I school over this high school kid, then I think there's been some circumstances where people probably got left out in that aspect.
Yeah, I would say the window has dramatically changed high school recruiting. I will say you've seen some teams go lighter in high school recruiting just because of the simple fact you spend all this time recruiting them, and then next year they go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hey, Will, you hate parity. What do you think of this?
I don't think this helps. I hate parity in college football. Nowhere else. Everywhere else is fine. But college football, I think, is better.
So you like the powerhouses?
I just think it gives you a villain for the season. Like, who's going to knock off this team? Like, we want these couple teams to be knocked off. And I think I don't know. I think it's better for the sport. I think it's fun. It makes the rivalries more fun, too. I think that just move the window back, though. I don't understand why they like. We're going to be stricter about this window, but the window starts during the playoff for some stupid ass reason. Like, just wait until after the playoff. Why can't you just wait?
But isn't this why you have? I understand you'd want to talk to the head coach, but isn't this why you have a recruitment staff?
Yeah, fuck off. Like, you guys go do your job, and like
Right.
we'll coach.
You pretty much got a front office now
Yeah.
in college football. So the coach, the thing is, the coaches love having the power to be able to make all these decisions, and now you having to give this up, and they don't want that. That's what it comes down to.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Sounds like big headedness, Ryan Day.
What's the date again that they're gonna do? That it's gonna be on again?
Damn it, Bobby, shut it up.
Let's see. This is from January 2nd to the 11th in 2026.
So that's during the first round of the college playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I still don't like that though, because there's some circumstances like last year, 2 years ago, where the backup quarterback for Texas didn't play in the playoff game because he was already transferring to Duke, I think.
Yeah,
Right, and that's what they're stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and people who didn't want to play in the bowl game because they just wanted to transfer, like that's stopping that.
I like that.
Yeah, so they should have set the window for the 2 weeks between the last playoff game and the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Start it there. Only 2 teams really kind of get played for it, and who cares? They have the national championship as a recruiting ticket. Like that, they can just do that.
Also true.
It's cool. We can't go out and go search for these players, but
But
guess
we
what?
made
We're the
it.
national championship. Come
Right.
on
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
So just do it then. But I don't like this start at the beginning. Like it just seems like I can see why some teams might complain because it seems targeted. It seems targeted. Like why would you start it at the beginning of the playoffs, where all of these playoffs teams are fully in like lockdown, lock-in mode? And
Yeah, I mean that was the window originally.
Yeah, but I've always thought it was a dumb window from the first time they implemented it. Like it's just why? Like,
They're pretty much cutting out the spring transfer window.
It's the wrong window.
So the SEC did that to an extent. Like you couldn't transfer within the SEC in the spring window. So they did cut it out to some extent. But I want to know, do you think this is going to cause another court case with somebody, having a lawsuit? I mean, the courts have been clear to the NCAA. You can't hold these people down. You got to let them do what they want to do. And that's how the transfer window started. So with them condensing the window so much, what's stopping somebody from going back to the courts being like, hey, look, they're trying to hold me down again, Judge?
Because this isn't actually holding you down. Like, you're still allowed to transfer. You just got to wait to this point in time. And if you can't do it within the allotted time given, that's, again, a you problem. That's not somebody that's not the system holding you down. Like, no, make your decision and ready for when that moment comes. Very simple. For them, for the players, it should be. Yes, but to answer your question, yes, somebody will try it because everybody's litigious these days. So, yeah, somebody will try it. But
the NCAA have been losing every court case, every one of them.
They just take L after L. They're as inept in court as they are at their jobs. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. So
you know the drill, though. You know the drill. We're getting rid of the NCAA deal. You know the drill.
Yeah, it's happening for sure. It's happening.
They're just getting legislated out. They're just gonna. But you know what? We don't even need you anymore. Just what are we doing here?
If a coach leaves or gets fired outside of the window, can athletes still transfer? Then,
or no?
I believe so. Like coaching changes are exempt. Like there's an exemption for that.
Yeah, it opens the rule. Yeah, it basically just opens the window.
So we'll see, like when it actually happens, like how much it's going to open. But I believe like the entire roster is up for grabs. Then at that point,
which team was it? Was it Tulane? No, it wasn't Tulane. Which team last year? Like most of the team left. Like it was everybody. One year. Oh man, was it? It was a team that wears green.
North.
Was it North Texas? I don't know. There was a team that just like it was Marshall. Yeah, mass exodus at Marshall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was wild. I knew they wore green. Yeah, that was crazy. Like half their roster just like, yeah, we out. They're all at Southern Miss now. Holy crap. Yeah, spoiled. I guess he said spoiled ass kids.
All right.
Should be
So
if you're on full scholarship, no transfers. Ooh, hey, wait, before we go on, how do you think about this? That's a fascinating take. Should be if you're on full scholarship, no transfers.
Wow,
how do you feel about that?
Most of the players are on full scholarships. All of them should be on full scholarships. Let me put that out there. Number one. Okay.
That would drastically change.
And everybody don't have a scholarship.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, but yeah.
Also, if you're paying for the school, who are you transferring? There's nobody who you're a walk-on probably. Who's transferring?
Right. That'd be real stupid if you transfer and become a walk-on. But
yeah, you must really hate where you are.
Your decision ultimately, though. So, all right, let's look at the top 25 AP poll from this week. Ohio State number 1, Penn State number 2, LSU number 3, Oregon number 4, and Miami number 5. Any surprises here in the poll? Anything that you guys would change? Maybe swap these two teams around or anything like that?
I actually think dare I say, they might have gotten it right this week.
Coach, you comfortable with your position?
Absolutely.
A lot better than one. You don't want that one.
Nope. You want that target. Not with that young team.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. Let things play out a little bit more. Jake, Big Ten doing that thing up here in the top 5.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love it showing you who the real conference is.
Yawn.
Got you.
This is thick.
That's fine. That's fine. And
it gotta be weird to lie to yourself every day.
Latest Heisman odds got Garrett Nussmeier on top, followed by John Mater, Norris Sellis, Carson Beck, and Dante Moore. Listen, I don't really get the whole Lenore Sellers thing.
Why?
I don't see it. I just don't see it. Every time I watch him, like the offense, they really do struggle, and it's mostly because of his accuracy throwing the ball. Now, you running the ball, he's a powerhouse. He's a problem. I don't know about passing, bro.
Yeah, it's a good thing that the Heisman Watch isn't a passing award or trophy. Like he's literally running in the trophy.
Damn, that's probably one of the best points Will's made in a year. That's crazy. Good
Top
fucking catch.
Passing award. They have awards for that.
Someone clip that moment. We need that one as a short. What time is it? 14:40. All right, I'm going back and I'm clipping this.
Nice.
All right.
Also on the season so far, in 2 games, he's 23 for 38, 337 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. So yeah, he's not lighting it up, but he's not playing bad either. I mean, he's definitely could work on that percentage, that completion percentage. But 60 is still straight. Yeah, I don't like your criticism. Keeping a black man down. Why is that?
That's why. That's why. All right, let's get into some game previews. First off, we're starting off with Ohio State versus Ohio. Ohio State is a 31.5 point favorite. The total for this game, 51.5. Jake, what you thinking, man?
Does this count as the Battle of Ohio? I'm just wondering.
Sure, why not?
They had against Kent State.
These are some Ohio kids that you guys didn't recruit, and they
It's
come
a
in for
bake sale.
revenge.
Yeah, but
It's
the
a
difference.
bake sale. It's a bake sale. You're playing cupcakes.
I mean, we deserved one after the first game we had, but yeah, no, this is another warm up Julian Sane game. The defense is obviously our bread and butter of this team, just like it was last year, and all the offense has to do is not turn the ball over and score a little bit. And all this is doing is getting Julian Sane ready for Big Ten play. We covered against Grambling, bro. So
we covered gambling.
Yeah, we covered against Grambling, bro. So we need to be able to cover against Ohio because I think Grambling could beat Ohio. They are not a good team. They are not known for anything besides being a party school in Athens. So, with that being said, yes, we will cover. We will beat them by 31.5. This is just again, like I said, a tune-up game. Expect Bo Jackson to score another touchdown.
We will beat them by 31.5. You're hilarious.
I'm following what the graphic says.
Yeah, the half point. You can't score half points. The
Well,
point of the half is that either you get 32 or 30.
Take the over. Take the over.
There you go. We're gonna beat them by 31.5.
You can tell who doesn't. Hey, you can tell who doesn't have a gambling problem on this show.
I got
Fair.
That's fine. All right. Let's move on to Texas versus UTEP. Texas, 36.5 point favorite. The total is 54.5. Coach Arch Manning played a better game last week. How you feeling this week? UTEP coming to town.
University of Texas El Paso.
I think I'll take the over, but I don't think we're gonna cover.
Okay.
You're not gonna cover. You're not gonna score 36.5.
That's a lot of points, man.
Hey man, we scored 70 last week. You can do this.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah.
They cover.
I was waiting. That was a door open for Coach.
I wouldn't do that.
But it was against Grambling, bro.
I thought about it, but Unc might be listening. I ain't gonna do that. Shout out to Grambling, man.
They suck.
Hey, again, I know we're talking about Texas, but I got to give Grambling another shout out. God damn, that band sounds good.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
That's where all the money went. That's where all the money goes.
As it should.
Hey.
But I'm like, this game, another tune-up game for us. Arch, I don't know if I heard rumors his shoulder might be hurt. That's why he's throwing sidearm as much as he is.
Ooh.
I don't know is it true to that.
That's why he's throwing like Uncle Rico.
Yeah. He definitely was out there like why are you skipping rocks?
I know he grimaced a couple of times last week, but we'll see. I don't know if Quentin Wisener is going to be back or not. If not, it's going to be more C.J. Baxter, Jared Gibson, and Christian Clark. But overall, offense still is kind of stagnant. They had 243 passing as far as the average. But the rushing is carrying it right now, 160 yards rushing. But coming in as a preseason number one and Heisman hopeful, and you only throwing for 243, now they ain't going to get it. The defense carrying them as always. The defense is going to feast again this week, like they did on San Jose State last week. Surprisingly enough, they only have 2 sacks for the season. It's crazy.
No pressure.
Yeah, Sam was getting rid of the ball, and then I don't know what happened last week.
Right now, they're 55th in passing yards a game. They're 70th in rushing. They're 103rd in sacks totals, 122 in third down efficiency at 26.9, and they're only 46 in turnovers.
I'm calling it this weekend. My guy Liana Leifu's going to get a sack. That was the guy that I was talking about on Monday.
It took him 3 days to figure it out.
Well, no, I never got a chance to be back on camera to say this is his name.
The U is falling this week to South Florida. I'm riding the bandwagon until that kid Barrett or whatever his name is. He's nice. He's always going to keep you in the game. Fuck USF.
Did you guys ever figure out your run game?
Ours?
No, coach.
Oh.
No, it's still by committee, and I hate it.
Well, that's no good. How many running backs you even got on roster? 6?
4 or 5, I think.
Who gets the most?
The first 2 games have been CJ Baxter, but it's on because Wisner was out last week.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's Wisner's spot, right? He's the one.
Yeah, because Baxter was injured last year. He was a starter the year before that.
Yeah, you got to get Wisner back
as
up
a
there.
true freshman. But yeah, but we need Wisner. He's a tough runner, and Baxter's coming off that ACL injury, so he may not hit his mark until late in the season.
What about Stark's play calling? I know you had some critical.
Man, still wasn't heavily impressed.
Okay.
I think a lot of it looked like it was successful because of the opponent they had.
Mm-hmm.
I won't trust it until I think they got they got you. I want to trust it until October the 4th.
Okay.
When they play Florida.
I feel like Sark passes when he should run and runs when he should pass. And
he's all over the place, man.
Hey, but as long as Arch has got Livingstone and injuries playing tight end, I think they're both tight ends. They're good. That tight end plays good.
No, well, the white boy, the Livingston, he's a receiver.
They're both white boys.
That's true. Well, tight ends usually are.
He's a tight end, bro.
All right, coach.
Wait, Livingston tight end too?
I thought he was a tight end.
I think he's a wide receiver.
Yeah. He's a little too slight to be a tight end. He's a tight end.
He's the guy that caught the touchdown against Ohio State, isn't he?
He is. He's got 3 touchdowns on the year already, though.
He's the only guy. It's the only guy that he can see. The white guy.
And then Andrews has got 2 touchdowns on the year.
That's not good.
Got you.
The guy that you thought was going to be your number 1 ain't showing up.
Yeah. Well, look, that's how it happens sometimes, man. You got to just let it play out on the field.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys show up during game time and not during practice for some reason.
Some guys are awful practice players. They just can't do it when it's not live, and then when it gets live, they show you, I belong out here.
Yes, it's wild.
Hard to find them though because they're not doing it in practice.
All right, let's talk about this game: LSU versus Florida. Florida comes to LSU after losing to USF. There's a lot of talk going on in Gainesville. Get rid of the coach, all that kind of good stuff. Will, where you at with that? How you feeling about the team, and how you feel about this week coming up, man?
These games are always insane, as you well know. These games are rarely lopsided. Like it's usually either a shootout or a defensive struggle where it looked like high school offenses. It gets bad. But I believe it's in Gainesville, correct?
No, this is in LSU.
So I think when I picked this schedule, when I picked these teams, when I first saw the schedule, I actually think I picked you guys to win. But after losing to USF, we gotta come in there angry. Real angry.
Okay. I know Shelby gonna get the best game.
Yeah. Oh, no, you gotta for sure. Because I mean, the rivalry we got, which isn't, of course, there's crazier rivalries, but the rivalry we got with LSU, we show up for these games every year. We show up, and you guys show up as well. So, I look forward to it. Yeah. LSU wins by 3-7. Okay, I can see that. But I'm going with my Gators, man. Yeah.
Excuse me.
And even if we don't win, I don't think the Tigers are going to cover. It's going to be a close game.
Okay.
As far as Napier, don't care. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to throw this little tidbit out here, though. If I'm the Gators, I'd hate my life. How do you start off your season about going against number 3 LSU, followed up with number 5 Miami, then immediately after that, number 7 Texas, 16 Texas A&M, and then get one little cupcake game and then go against number 6 Georgia?
I mean,
fuck my life.
We could be in, like, I don't know. We could end up being 2-6. Honestly, like the way this is
It's
set
the
up.
SEC
I mean, they
grind.
just said, hey, Florida, that's Schitt's Creek. Go row up. It's bad.
No, but the team don't like most of the teams. Like
Yeah, it's the grind.
a lot of
It's the grind of the
yeah,
SEC.
that's how it is here.
exempt for the most part, bro.
That's how it is here, man.
You can luck up like Texas sometimes and get the good draw, but for the most part, you're gonna be going through it.
Yeah, it's cannibalism.
Yes, absolute cannibalism. So I think LSU will handle this game for sure. Let me take you back to last year's game between LSU and Florida.
Let me rewind.
All right. LSU is ranked number
Dale's been
22.
waiting for
Florida
this.
is unranked. Florida won that game 27-16. All right. But LSU moved the ball between the 20s.
Red zone got tough for y'all, yeah.
we moved the ball at will pretty much, bro. Like we were moving the damn ball. We got, I believe it was four red zone possessions, I believe. We kicked field goals on 3 of them. Like you can't win that way. The problem with the last game also was the defensive line of Florida like caused havoc. And I'm talking, you're driving down. Okay, it's a 6 minute drive, 13 plays. All right. And you get down the red zone, and then Florida blows it up. It's a loss of 15. Next thing you know, you're kicking a field goal. That's what happened in that game. So what I believe was going to happen this game is LSU is going to hit more big plays. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a bunch of big plays. That's not my point. But we're going to stop doing all these 16 play drives because it's hard to sustain without screwing it up. Now we have the talent on the outside where we have more speed to stretch the field. That's what I'm expecting to see more of. Letting us go back there and fling it. And of course, that's going to back off the safeties. When you back off the safeties, we can run the ball. We should be able to run the ball, put it that way. Okay.
Give him the rock.
Yeah, absolutely. Caden Durham, I believe he had about 92 yards versus you guys, 95 yards versus you guys last year. And Josh Williams had another 69. So that was really good with helping to sustain drives and everything like that. So I like the Tigers this week. Brian Kelly in his post game and the Monday press conference, he talked so many times about converting in the red zone. I love it. So we should be practicing a bunch of red zone plays this week. So if I'm picking a score, give me LSU 23, Florida 13.
I like it.
That's my prediction. Yeah.
Not gonna win, but I like it.
Okay.
Gators.
All right. Well,
23-20.
we are going to get into our pick'em for sure this week. And we want you guys to join in on our Yahoo group. This is for the NFL Pro Pick'em. Go to Yahoo group ID 28133. Use password STWF, all caps, and you will be entered. And it's all free. You can win $50 and a shirt from STWFsports.com.
You got some fire gear.
That's right. And of course, we got our college pick'em, which is Yahoo Group ID. Oh, here we go. Yahoo Group ID 8779, password STWF, all caps. Free entry, of course. You can win $50 and STWF sports shirt. So enter, and we are dropping the lowest 2 weeks of scoring, so you will be right in the mix with everybody else. Just go ahead and join in. All right, and
Last week that's gonna work though.
yeah, this is the second week. So, this
Oh
is
no, I did worse.
standings of the college pick'em. Look like Craig is number 2 in this one for some reason. Look, Unk up there at number 9. Coach Lee at number 10. I'm number 12. Where are you? Will is number 14.
Yeah, remember I didn't pick the first week, so
And Jake is number 7. Yeah.
I'm killing it.
Yeah. There you go. So get in the mix with us and get some picks going. All right. Let's do some pick'em here. Let's see what we got to start off with the college pick'em. Look, first off, let's start off with another big game in college. It's Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M is going to Notre Dame. That's what it is. So, who would you pick in that one, guys? Let's start with you, Coach.
A&M going to Notre Dame.
Yes.
I got to go with the Golden Domers, man. Playing at home.
Okay. Will, what you got?
Notre Dame who?
Texas A&M.
Yeah, give me the Domers.
Actually, Notre Dame is actually favored by 7 right now, just to make it a little clearer for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Domers it is.
Okay. Jake?
I'm also going with the Golden Domers.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit, bro. Give me A&M. I really like the way that defense looks. Like, they look pretty dang on good. I'm kind of afraid of A&M like actually being good this year. so yeah, I'm taking A&M. Taking A&M. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Arkansas going to Ole Miss, number 17 Ole Miss, and they are a 7-point favorite. Coach.
Ole Miss.
All right. Will?
Let me think. Who did I have? I'm looking on my list. I had Ole Miss. Yeah, Ole Miss.
All right. Jake?
Good old Miss.
All right. I'm going Ole Miss as well, honestly.
Bobby got the
Hogs.
Sue.
Yeah, the Hogs ain't played nobody yet. I'm concerned they're actually atrocious. All right.
Church-itis.
Let's see. Let's go Wisconsin going to number 19 Alabama. Coach.
I'm going Wisconsin. I think Alabama's reeling right now, man.
Okay.
Pressure bust pipes.
Bama's a 20.5-point victory favorite now.
Favorite, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Give me Alabama, but they not gonna cover.
Okay.
I like that you held it back on that too.
That part. Yeah, I'll take the same.
Okay. Yeah, give me Wisconsin to cover the 20.5. But yeah, Bama to win.
Yeah.
Right.
Wisconsin's looked strong and they've had a good start to the season. They're going to Bama for this. I think they're a little crazy down there, so I'll take Alabama.
Bobby got Wisconsin.
Bobby got Wisconsin. All right. Let's go LSU versus Florida. LSU is a 7.5-point favorite. Let's start off with you, Coach.
LSU versus Florida. LSU at home, right?
Yep.
What's the points?
7.5-point favorite, LSU.
Death Valley.
Yeah. Is it a nighttime game?
7:30.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Give me LSU, man.
Jake?
I am also going to go with LSU here.
All right. I got LSU. Will's got Florida, right?
Chompity, chomp, chomp.
Let's go.
What the hell?
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Bobby, right now.
What Booby say?
I look crazy. They sleep with their cousin. Family trees are straight cross.
Good Lord.
Oh,
Strays,
man.
catching strays.
I wouldn't touch those.
That's
They need
good.
a little more of that. They need a little
Bobby
more.
gonna have somebody off in our DM. You talking about my family?
My family.
Slash cousin. Slash friend. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Southern
Big
Big
game of the week in the SEC. Georgia goes to Tennessee. Number 6 Georgia is the 3.5-point favorite over Tennessee.
Ooh, I
Playing
don't
at
know,
Tennessee, though.
man. Tennessee looked kind of good last week. They lightened it up.
Mhm.
I'm going to limb say Tennessee wins at home.
All right. Well,
Nah, Tennessee falls. Curse Nico. Here it comes.
I don't think old Rocky Top has a chance.
okay. I'm going Georgia as well here. Georgia has beat Tennessee 8 straight times. I know at some point it's got to break.
It doesn't have to break that point, right?
How do we know the toothbrush was invented in Alabama? If it had been invented,
He is on a roll.
it would be called a toothbrush.
Hey, that might be
They got just the one tooth.
hey, damn, that's actually pretty damn funny. I was about to say it might have been invented there, but they don't know how to use them.
Awful.
That is
They was
great.
getting dragged in this podcast for some reason, but I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Screw Bama.
It's Bama,
Buck
bro.
Bama. Buck Bama. Love it.
It's new Bama at that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not good.
It's ain't Nick Saban's Bama.
That's right. That's right. Bama is burning, baby. All right. Now, just as a special, I've got some people to actually preview this game. I've got a Georgia fan. I got a Tennessee fan. We got together. We talked about the game. I'm going to give you their insights in the video here. Check this out. To talk about the Georgia at Tennessee game, the main game in the SEC here. We got John for Sports for You. We got Champ in the building representing their teams. Guys, how you guys doing? I appreciate you joining us. John,
what up, Dale?
How you feeling so far about your team, man?
Look, we played 2 cupcakes, so look, they made sure that they got the job done. That's all that matters. I mean, I figured we was going to get the wins, and I figured it was not going to be competitive. So they understood the assignment. Got Syracuse out of here early. Definitely got East Tennessee State out of here early, and they did not look past them and focus on what's going to happen Saturday afternoon in Knoxville.
Okay. Champ, Georgia, so far so good?
No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna be very, very honest with you. The way they played, now Marshall, you saw the high-powered offense that we're capable of being. You saw it. You saw Gunnar Stockton running around, using his athleticism, using his on-the-field poise that we knew he had. But as you leaked over into that Austin Peay game, you saw how sloppy that we played, that being the Georgia Bulldogs. That was the sloppiest game, arguably, that we played to date. I know it's only been a few weeks, but that is the sloppiest game. And it's reminiscent to what kept happening last year. And as we saw, eventually it caught up with us. You know, a lot of sloppy play, a lot of sloppy penalties, plays that drop passes faster that could have been caught but didn't, just doing barely enough in order to get by. And look, we got to go to Rocky Top. That is not an easy place to play in. Now, granted, we've won in Rocky Top by an average of 21 points the last 3 times we played there. But we cannot go there betting on the past. This is the present. So Georgia has to get it together. I understand that this is a quote unquote rookie quarterback, and we got to make sure that he does a lot of things that he's really not used to at this point in his first year at the offense. But the team as a whole has to play better. They have to play better. If we bring this to Rocky Top, we're going to go back home with an L. And people talk about, well, Georgia, you guys fail. How do you feel? We deserve the ball. That sloppy play against Austin Peay, that should have been a confidence building game, and we should have been carrying momentum into the Rocky Top game. So guess what? We go to Rocky Top playing like this, we're going to walk out of there with an L. That is not the place.
Did you guys get to play your bench at all during that Austin Peay game?
Rarely, barely, a little bit, but not much. Those guys played mostly the entire game. Then you had the weather delay, so that didn't help. So yeah, Georgia has to get it together. We seen a lot of this last year. You seen the sputtering offense and the defense, getting it in and us making it out of there by the skin of our teeth. Remember, in the Texas game, we had 3 major turnovers and still won the game. It wasn't anything our offense had been sputtering all year long last year. I mean, it was just by the stroke of luck that we won that Georgia Tech game, and it went down to the wire like it did.
Okay.
So, yeah, that sputtering offense has been there. It's been there going on 2 years now. I believe this offense is really missing Todd Monken, who's unfortunately up in Baltimore, helping Lamar Jackson win MVPs. So, Todd Monken, if you can hear me, come back to Georgia, man. We miss you.
I love it. Let's get into this game, man. John, let's talk about Tennessee. Playing at home. You got your new quarterback, Joey Aguilar, transfer from App State. Look, so far, man, the offense been responsible for like 117 points. He passed for 5 TDs. I'm also seeing like your running backs are contributing, helping this guy out with Star Thomas and Deshaun Bishop. They got plus 100 yards, over 300 yards rushing so far in the season. Talk to me about your offense, man.
Well, the offense the run games will definitely have to be key because obviously Dylan Sampson going on to the NFL now to play for the Browns. Obviously, we've had a lot of key running backs. Running backs is a staple in Tennessee, whether it was, like I said, Jamal Lewis, Arian Foster, Alvin Kamara. We've always had a good running back stable. We just, like I said, just lost Dylan Sampson this past summer to the draft. And now, like I said, Star Thomas, I love what he was doing. He clearly was getting a lot of carries. He's currently the bell cow of this offense. And then obviously Bishop is probably number 2. But then obviously don't forget Peyton Lewis also he contributes sometimes in short yardage. But the run game is going to be key to whatever Josh Heupel wants to do to get our pass game going, especially with a new quarterback like Joey Aguilar, who's, like I said, coming from App State and now making his debut in the SEC.
Let's talk about Georgia's defense, Chap. You guys rank first in the SEC, allowing 205 yards a game. You're generating a bunch of pressures on the quarterback in the past 2 weeks, 23 to be precise. And just looking at PFF, it tells me C.J. Allen is your top-rated defender at the linebacker position. Tell me what you've seen from him.
Oh, look, I'm loving what I'm. Look, Georgia is. It's a it's running back and very, very underrated as linebacker. When you think about the linebacker position, look at what we have up there in Baltimore right about now. When you think about Raekwon Smith, look at a lot of the defensive players that you're seeing in Philadelphia. We call them the Philadelphia Bulldogs for a reason. Think about the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Jarvis Jones, right here from Columbus, Georgia, by the way. Think about Kendrell Bell. Think about a lot of those guys. So I'm hoping that he can live up to the hype of those guys right there. At the same time, he has not played this year, I will say. We saw a little bit last year. He has not played this year, this version of the SEC. So I'm anxious to see what he's going to do when he plays Tennessee. He's going to have to rush the passer. He's going to have to play in coverage. He's going to have to do a lot of different things. And Nathan Frazier is going to have a good game next week. He's going to have a magnificent game because the thing is, that quarterback that they have for Tennessee, he's very, very explosive. So the main thing about that, when you have a very, very explosive quarterback, is you have to do one thing: keep him on the sideline, run that ball, grind that clock out, get him on a lot of 3 and outs, and make sure he's off the field for a long, long time. So how we've done a lot of other quarterbacks that played for Tennessee, i.e. Hendon Hooker, Nico, just to name a few.
Okay, let's flip it around. Let's talk about Georgia's offense. Look, you guys went to the portal. You got some receivers. I remember the last show I did with you, champ. You talked about the lack of production at the receiver position, and now you guys have got guys like Zachariah Branch. You got Noah Thomas Jr. I'm seeing Branch playing mainly in the slot, but talk to me about your receiving core. How you like it?
I'm loving it. The thing was, last year, it wasn't just the offense was sputtering. The receivers were dropping passes left and right.
Yeah.
We led the league in drop passes. So all of the verdict behind, it's easy to point at the quarterback, that being Carson Beck, during the course of that season. It's easy. But we led the league in drop passes. And some of those passes, those drop passes, led to turnovers. So I'm liking what I'm seeing this year. When Mike Bobo, Coach Bobo, I would say, is calling the right plays, I'll say the offense is explosive. You saw that in the Marshall game. But when we're making a lot of mental mistakes, that's what slows the offense down. And then we have to go back to old school Georgia. We got to go back to, running that ball and doing what we need to do. But I'm liking the receiver core that we get. Kobe's come back. Zachariah has come in from USC. You have a lot of explosiveness in that receiver position. And like I said, you have a trigger man in order to get them the ball. You have an explosive trigger man in order to get them the ball. So when Mike Bobo is calling the right plays and letting this offense be explosive, when he's taking the chains off this offense, it's going to be explosive.
So we're not seeing the explosive plays yet, is what I'm gathering from you.
We did not see in the Austin Peay game. We did not see it. But when you go back and look at the Marshall game, you saw what the offense could be. Granted, we know it's Marshall. We know it's a tune-up fight. But guess what? You are able to see what the players can do as far as opening up the offense and when they're playing mistake-free football.
Gotcha.
Austin Peay, you saw what happens when you're playing careless football, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, let's flip it around again. Defense for Tennessee. I'm seeing that they're ranked second in the SEC, 12.6 points per game. Tim Banks, the defensive coordinator. How is the pressure packages looking? I've seen Joshua Joseph. He leads you guys with 2 sacks, 4 hurries this season. Talk to me about that, John.
Also, Tim Banks has been doing his thing as the coordinator. And like I said, we got to also take it with a grain of salt based off who we play. We play Syracuse and East Tennessee State. So obviously I expect that number to go up higher depending on how Georgia does. And then we got UAB next, and then we go pretty much straight SEC there from Mississippi State and beyond. So obviously that's also just a byproduct of us playing 2 lesser inferior schools offensively and even just on a competitive level. But obviously Arian Carter has been our leading tackler. Louis Riddick is very high on him. And obviously then we got McMurray, but we're not gonna have our 2 starting corners again Saturday, so it's not gonna be easy to go up against whatever Georgia. If Georgia starts cooking and we're going out there with our number 2 cornerbacks, it could be a long day. But I just feel like long as they keep doing what Tim Banks is coaching them to do defensively, just play your part. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to be the man. Just stay within the system and let Tim Banks, who's calling these plays from up top, he sees what you can't see. And we should be able to give Georgia a run for their money on Saturday.
All right. It's prediction time. You guys see the spread. Georgia is a 3.5 point favorite on the road here. Let's start with the visiting team. Champ, give me your prediction. Which way would you lean here if you're betting any money?
If I'm betting, well, I'm not gonna bet no money, especially in this economy. But you know, every dollar counts. You know, I got to be able to buy my ramen noodles every morning. But but look, if I'm gonna bet on it, then guess what? 28-24, Georgia comes out on top.
All right. That sounds good. John, what you got, man?
All right. Over under 45. My man, shout out to man Cody from Ballers and Briefs, who's also a Georgia fan, who was on our show last night for our obviously being our fantasy guru and betting guru. This 3.5. I could see us. I would probably take us plus the 3.5 because I think it's going to be a close game, and I think we should pull this game out probably 25-22. It's not going to be a blowout unless the defense really gets to Gunnar Stockton and makes him pretty much inept. But we'll see. I think the Vol defense is going to be coming to hunt, and Rocky Top will be playing all night Saturday afternoon.
I love it. All right. That was Champ and John from Sports For You giving us the fan insight into that matchup. Does anybody want to change their pick from Tennessee to Georgia? Anybody?
No.
The two starting corners thing. Yeah, the two starting corners thing, that did it right there.
Never. Fook them bones.
All right. Well, thanks Sports For You for showing up and previewing that game for us, man. Thanks to all of you guys for joining us every week like normal. Let's go around the room. Let's get final thoughts. Do some shout outs. Jake, let's start with you.
Shout out for the Big Ten Pub. We appreciate Dale putting on this show for us. Great as always. Yeah, excited for another weekend of college football. Also, again, not trying to get serious on the end of a pod, but tomorrow is September 11th. Never forget, prayers.
Absolutely.
Bro's been bringing the sadness today, huh?
Will, what you got?
Shout out to you fellas, man. Great show. Go Gators. Get them Tigers up out of here.
All right. Coach.
Shout out to you fellas as always. I don't know about you guys, but this football season, I am heavily invested from high school to college to pros. Now, I'm not missing any game. Watch as much as possible. I'm even thinking about going to just catch a random high school game this Friday.
Love it.
Take them out. This guy's been here. I'm a kid here. I don't even know.
I know, right? It's kind of creepy. Who's this guy? Why's his hands in his pockets? Why'd
Put your shirt back on.
Why'd you holler in Philly and hanging out with Mike?
That's great. That's great. All right. Great show. Again, thank you guys for joining us. Join us again next week for more SEC Pub. Enjoy the football games this weekend, just like Coach was saying. And we'll see y'all next week. We out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.